Once you sign those disclosures, the loan officer and their team are going to start working on processing your file. And most loan officers will have a support person that they work alongside who will do the paperwork and work with the next step, the underwriter at the bank. And so you will get introduced to that support person, that loan partner, that loan processor, and they're the ones that are really going to be asking you for more documentation. And one of the things I always say to the people that I work with is, we are going to annoy you for the next 45 days, but we're really good at annoying everyone and we can get things done very quickly. And you are going to be asked for things that you feel like you've already provided. And yes, you may have provided it, I'll say, but it might not be the exact way. And that's where those really complicated things that the government has added to the mortgage process, such as when you give a bank account, it can't just be an online printout. It has to have your name, your address, the account number on it. So if you print something out and you send it, we're going to have to ask for it again. If you provide a copy of your deposit check that you wrote, but it's not a picture of the front and back, you're going to need to go get that picture of the front and back. So there's just some very strict rules in the mortgage industry that you have to follow. It's like going back to school and having homework when you're doing this. But if you work with your lender who's trying to help you and you're very quick at getting those things that you need, you will have a better chance of getting to your closing date on time. So you have signed those electronic disclosures, which says, hey, loan officer's team, go ahead, keep working on my loan, because one of the other things that's in that contract is the seller wants to see an appraiser start coming through their home. So that loan processor is going to see that you signed the electronic disclosures. They're going to ask you for anything else that they need that you're going to get right over to them. And then they are going to order the title and the appraisal. So there's a couple other people that you need to pick in this process, which you need to pick a title company or an attorney. They're going to be the ones that are going to go and make sure at the courthouse that the current owner doesn't have liens and taxes on the property that you're going to then take over when you buy the house. And they're going to order the title search from whoever it is that you're going to choose. And if you don't know anyone, that's okay too. You can ask your loan officer or your real estate agent, and they can recommend to you people that they've worked with and who they like and who they trust in the process. You're also going to have to pick an insurance agent. And there's a couple insurances in the home buying process and owning a home and mortgage. And one of those is the homeowner's insurance. That's like your fire and theft. You're going to get that through, there's so many different companies out there. There's brokers you can go through who broker through different insurance companies. And so you're going to need to let the loan officer know who you're going to use for both title, insurance, because those are the next steps for that processor, is to order all those things and get them in the file, because they're going to then send your entire file over to the underwriter for the official approval. The bank saying, we're earmarking this money for you on this closing date so you can buy this home and give this seller the money. And the last piece of that processing step is that the appraisal is going to get ordered. And the appraisal, I usually will tell people, on the lending part of this, is one of the only things that you pay for upfront in the process. You do have to pay for that appraisal. You can use your debit or credit card. Typically, checks and cash are not okay in the process, so a debit or credit card for the appraisal. Every area is different with how much they're going to cost, but you will need to provide one of those types of cards so that the appraisal can get ordered. So everything now has been ordered, all your stuff's turned in, the processor is going to send that complete file over to the bank, and now you wait. And everyone always feels like in this process, like, I feel like I need to be doing something. This is the one time you won't be doing a lot, and you'll be waiting for the next step that we are going to go over in the next video. So stay tuned and click to go to the next step in our video series.